Hmm. Om Shri Guru Paramparaya Namaha. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Verse number 203. Tadatmanatmano samyaka vivekenaiva siddhyati tato vivekah kartavyah pratyagatma sadatmanaha sadatmanoh tadatmanatmano samyaga vivekenaiva siddhyate tato vivekah kartavyah pratyagatma sadatmano. Gurudev is telling, means the character Gurudev in Viveka Chudamani, Adi Guru Shankaracharya ji, and translated by our Gurudev, Param Pujyapad Srimad Swami Chinmayananda ji. That this realization comes only through right discrimination made between the self and not self. That is why one must strive to discriminate between the individual self within and the eternal self everywhere. The thing I always tell, or our Guru Parampara says, that is the essence of Tattvamasi. The peace, the happiness, everything is possible when we will see Samatva, Ekatva in everywhere. Because in our family life, we are very much concerned about our own son, own daughter, then extension, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, then extension, grandchildren. Apart from that, means then people will ask that if it is not, then how that family construction will be there? See, the thing is, yes, family construction is there, but it makes us swarthapa, selfish also. In that case, we can see Bhagwan's Rama's life, Bhagwan Krishna's life. Bhagwan Krishna, when saw that this very Yadu Vangsha is uncontrollable, absolutely uncontrollable. I am here, that is why I can control. But when I will be not here, this same Yaduvamsa will be the cause of everyone's harm. They will be the threat for the society. Then he by himself, in front of him, killed his all, means he did not kill anyone else, but he made the situation as that notorious descendants of Yaduvamsa got finished. There everyone else was there. Son, son-in-law, daughter, daughter-in-law, grandchildren, and all other near and dear relatives. But when the Jagat is concerned, Bhagavan did not compromise with his own family. As a king, Bhagavan Rama took such a decision which is still controversy. But for him, the state was prioritized, kingdom was prioritized, people, public was come. Because as a king, his first and foremost duty was to listen to the common people. And the same thing when Bhagavan knew that it was propaganda. It's a wrong message. Bhagavan knew what is what. Yet to give, actually Bhagavan punished himself in this way. And the person started spreading rumor in Krishna avatar. We will see when Krishna came to Mathura. So he told the charioteer, his uncle, Akrur, that I want to see Mathura Nagari. So there Bhagavan was roaming. Nobody knew about Bhagavan. So who used to give mala and chandan to Kamsa? One lady who was having a hump on her back. When Bhagavan asked Shrak, Chandana, she happily gave it to Bhagavan. And Bhagavan made him completely cured from all diseases. At the same time, when he asked some good clothes to go to Kamsa's court, that person denied and gave some harsh language. Bhagavan just slapped once and that person died. Everyone asked that what happened, Bhagavan? Because of this fellow in my Rama avatara, I had to do such a thing which gives me pain still now. But always remember, it is possible. Sarvatra ekatva darshan is possible. In lastly, the very latest, if we see Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna's life, Ma Sarda Devi's life, we will see to Ma Sarda Devi, everyone was same for Swami Vivekananda. He did not prioritize his family, did all the duties. He used to go to his home. He used to take care of his mother. Even he used to go for pilgrimage with his mother after sannyasa, means after coming from America also. And his home was having some court case. So Swamiji uh, left his mortal body on 4th July. And 2nd July, still 2nd July, he used to go to High Court and the matter was solved. Means he performed all the duty as an eligible son for his family, taking care of mother, taking care of brothers, taking care of court matters. At the same time, sannyasa, loving the whole world. Because of that powerful discrimination, Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya. So, for the searching of truth, he realized what is what and always discriminated what is Satya, what is Mithya. By the grace of Shastra, by the grace of Gurudev, we are under the same roof. We have come to know what is real, what is Satya Vastu. We have come to know what is Mithya Vastu. So, it is our responsibility now. This is called Atma Kripa. Whenever we will do anything else, whenever we will sleep, whenever we will wake up, whenever we will take a sip of water, whenever we will start for going to office, our household work, knowing that it is mithya, but that mithya we are doing in search for satya. Or there is Bhagavan also, and the Bhagavan part is real. Other than everything else is the mithya portion. That is the correct discriminating intellect. Correct discriminative intellect only can guide our mind what to do at what point of time and what not to do. That is the thing. Gurudev is telling right knowledge, samyak jnana, can be gained by diligent discrimination between the self and the not self. And this must be continuously done because of the past vasanas. We strongly identify again and again with the matter vestures in a result of this discrimination. We come to understand the identity of the individual self within and the eternal self present everywhere. Samyak jnana is the antidote for mithya jnana. Of course, yesterday also I told you, or every day I tell the same thing. If the problem is hunger, the antidote is food. If any virus or bacteria is the problem, then, increasing immunity power is the antidote, not the vaccine. It proved. Because after the vaccination also, a lot of people died. Maximum people died after the vaccination. So, increasing immunity is the antidote. Clear? Samyak jnanam is the antidote for mithya jnanam. Right knowledge is the specific remedy for the false knowledge. Right knowledge can be gained through discrimination. Every seeker should therefore discriminate continuously between Atma and Anatma, Satya and Mithya, until direct realization dawns in his heart. Clear? Jalam pankavadhatyanantam pankapaye jalam sfutam yatha bhati tathatmapi dosha bhave sfuta prabha jalam pankavadhatyananta jalam pankavadhatyantam pangapaye jalam sfutam yatha bhati tathatmapi dosha bhave sputa prabha. Water, jalam, which is extremely muddy, slushy, appears as transparent water when the mud has been removed. So too, the Atman manifests its clear luster when the impurities have been removed. In previous shloka, we have discussed what is the impurities of Atma. The main impurities is identification with the body, mind, and intellect. That first thing is identification with body, mind, and intellect. Whenever I identified with this, I claim that this is me. And whenever I identified with this body, I start identifying with the whole world. This is my book, this is my shirt, she is my wife, he is my husband. And we create our own samsara and start screaming, Maharaj, আমরা তো সংসারী মানুষ, আপনাদের জন্য এসব, আমাদের জন্য নয়. Isn't it correct? Everybody will say, আমাদের জন্য কিছু বলুন, এগুলো আপনারা পারেন. Really? And then they start, Maharaj, when do you wake up? Oh, you wake up at 5 o'clock. Every day I wake up at 3 o'clock and I start doing that. Acha. Do you eat this? Oh my God, why? Swamis will eat like that. Means whatever the thing we will do. And then when the proper conclusion comes, this is not for us, Swamiji. You know, we are samsari prani. We create our own samsara. out of delusion. Really speaking, one day you just think, who are they? Who is my husband? Who is my wife? The absolutely different person, different blood connection also. If it was not delusion, then because of the wife, a husband can't leave his parents because there is a blood connection. If really we are having the attachment only for the blood relationship, we could not leave our parents. We are the slave of our attachment. We are the slave of our lust, greed. We are the slave of our indriyas. We are the slave of our mind. That is why wherever my vasanas gives me pressure, we get attached and starts finding excuse, various excuses. আমার স্ত্রীকে যত্ন না করলে কি করব? আমার তো আরো 5টা ভাই বোন আছে, তারা বাবা মাকে দেখতে পারে, কিন্তু আমার স্ত্রী তো আমি ছাড়া আর কেউ নেই। Every day I hear these things. That is why I'm telling. Because every day some problem comes, either by phone or physically. So there is no excuse for attachment. What is the root cause of attachment? The identification with my body, with this body, not my body. With this body, mind, intellect, with the anatma. When atma gets attached with the proximate anatma, the same atma starts acting as anatma, creates its own samsara and suffers and become the cause of other sufferings also. I have heard, not joking, because I have seen so many organizations by the grace of Guru. There I have seen some swamis where sweetness is less, discrimination is less in swamis also. So other swamis used to say that Bhagavan's grace, that Swami has joined in this mission and just making suffering for few people. If he was in the samsar, what could happen? Hare Rama. So the thing is, because of this identification, we suffer and we make them others suffers. Just lift up that identification. You will be the happiest person in the world. And nobody will be harmed by you. Ekatvam anupashyati. Bhagavad Gita. In the whole, Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose, he used to love the nature and the plant. He was a house in Darjeeling near, you know. He did a lot of plantations. He had to go to England for a few months. He repeatedly told his gardener how to take care of the plants. Anyhow, that gardener did not take care. When after 1, 2 months, couple of months, Acharya came back to his own place, literally the plants nodded as if nodded to his feet, as if शिकायत कर रहा है आप कहाँ गए थे? Please come and look after us. Ekatvam anupashyati. So, when that impurities of mind, impurities of Atma means that attachment portion, false attachment which has taken place out of false knowledge, wrong knowledge, delusion. And we will see the homogeneous atmosphere everywhere, within and without, inside and outside, then there is no problem. Then घट की बाहर भी पानी, अंदर भी पानी. The whole world will be the heaven. And that is heaven. That is the mukti, you know, sarupya mukti, sayujya mukti, salokya mukti in bhakti darshan it is there. That in sarupya and sayujya mukti means all the devotees look like Bhagavan. All the devotees. That is called sarupya. Then the question will be there. Because we are now in bhakti darshan. That how Lakshmi Devi could find out her own Narayana. Do you know? Only the footprint of Bhrigu Rishi that is there in Narayana's. Everyone used to look like Narayana, but not they are Narayana essentially. He is Narayana, who is totally subdued of his own ego, false ego. Means there is no attachment. When there is no attachment with this body, mind, intellect, people become realized and become humble by nature. And that is only possible by constant discrimination. What it is clear in its essential nature, when it holds mud in suspension, it is said to be muddy. From a sample of muddied water, if all the mud is removed, what remains is the water pure and clear, as it was before it got muddy. Likewise, the Atman is ever immaculate. When there are impurities such as objects, emotions, and thoughts in the Atma, they create agitations in the mind, and the Atma is not cognized in its essential purity and infinite brilliance. When these agitations and sorrows are removed from one's direct and intimate recognition, the Atma shines forth. These impurities, our false knowledge, means mithya jnanam, can be removed by right knowledge, samyak jnanam, which can be generated only through diligent and constant discrimination. Hence, discriminate constantly is the unsaid suggestion of the Acharya to the seekers. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Harihi Om.